Yo, what up, guys, and welcome to my video version of Fuck Bro Dieting. It's my ebook, my free ebook that I created called Fuck Bro Dieting, but this is the actual video version. So, before I actually start the video, I want to say there's a pitch at the end. So, if you're curious to hear what that pitch is, go ahead and just watch the entire video. If you want to skip the pitch, it's the last slide before the last slide. So, when you get to one of the last slides, and you'll know which one it is, you can just end the video right there and just skip the pitch. That's totally cool with you. But just an upfront, there's a pitch going on in this video at the end. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. So here we go. So who is this video for? This video is for anybody who can't stick to a diet, anybody who can't gain weight, anybody who's having trouble losing weight, anybody who's lost the weight but then ends up gaining it back. You gain the weight but then you can't keep it on. You hate eating chicken, rice, and veggies every day. That's bro dieting in its most basic form. You might lack some basic knowledge of nutrition, and you just want a little bit of guidance to push you in the right direction. So if this is you, keep watching. So the first step is stop counting calories. They are not an accurate representation of dieting. But if you're not counting calories, then start. But counting calories is probably why you're not properly recovering. Probably why you're not gaining or losing the weight. And here's why. Let me explain. So let's just say, and actually been on the phone with somebody who was eating 3,000 calories, right? He's trying to gain weight, all right? He's trying to gain some good size. I'm like, cool. I was like, how many calories are you eating per day? He's like, about 3,000. I'm like, really? Cool. I was like, how much of those calories are actually protein? And he was like, I don't know. He's like, I think I'm getting about maybe 100 grams or more. I'm like, you think or you know? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, So here's probably why you're not gaining the size that you want. Here's why you're not recovering from your workouts. You might be getting in 3,000 calories, but who knows how many of those calories are full of protein, fats, and carbs, right? You may be getting in like only 100 grams of protein, maybe 300 grams of carbs, and maybe 200 grams of fat. And then you're wondering why you're not properly recovering, why you're not gaining the size, why you're not getting stronger, because you're not getting enough protein in. Just because you feel like counting calories is enough. You need a more accurate representation of dieting, something pinpointed that will get you to where you want to go. But let's just say, we're talking about a guy who's obese and he's never even heard of what a fat, protein, and carb is, right? Now, in this case, you want to explain to him, hey, you want to just start counting calories and just cut back a little bit. He's like, okay, I can do that. That's easy to explain instead of all this jargon like, oh, proteins, fats, and carbs. This does that. This does this. That's just going to confuse someone. But if you're not even if you have some basic knowledge of nutrition, what clean eating is, go ahead and just start counting calories just to get yourself started, get a little bit of structure going, a little bit of a plan in place, just so you can know that if you're it's obvious that if you're in a deficit of calories, you're going to lose weight, or if you're in a surplus of calories, you're going to gain weight, gain size, whatever. So that's just a little tip right there. But let's move on to the next one. So have a structure. You need a plan. Believe me, you do. Having a strategy with a good plan is setting yourself up for success. Stop guessing. I've been on the phone with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are just guessing. Some of you guys don't even have a plan. You guys are just like, yeah, I don't even need clean. I'm just doing this. This is what I'm doing right now. Or some guys are like, yeah, I think I'm eating 3,000 calories. And I'm like, you think or do you know? Oh, I don't know. Well, set yourself up so that you are eating 3,000 calories, or you aren't in a deficit, or you aren't in a surplus of calories. So you can start getting to where you want to go. Don't stop just guessing. It's like not studying for a test and hoping you pass, right? It's like not even paying attention in class and hoping you pass for the test. That's just guessing. That's not going to work. It may work for you. You may actually even succeed with guessing, but trust me, you're going to get a lot more optimal results a lot faster if you just create a plan, have a good strategy, and just execute to the highest percentage, and you will be there where you want to go. Don't just guess, have a plan. It's so much easier if you just have a plan and just stick to it and follow it and push through, and you're going to get to where you want to go. Cool. So next one is have a balanced diet. Have some variety. Eating clean is so ambiguous. Fuck bro dieting, really. So what I mean by have some variety is like, guys like Steve Reeves, George Ackerman, Harold Poole, even like some, regular bodybuilders, natural bodybuilders today, we all, and even me, we all have a very balanced diet. Now this includes milk, vegetables, grains, fruits, meat, eggs. That's like my diet right there. It has all this stuff in it. It's not one of your typical bro diets that I used to do, which was like egg whites and oatmeal in the morning. Then it was chicken, so rice and sweet potato, and then it was like rice cakes, and then it was like another bowl of like oatmeal and then some Greek yogurt. It wasn't just like that diet was just full of like meat, fish, eggs. No milk. It had vegetables and it had no fruits and it had some grains in it. You see that you're lacking some of the actual stuff that you really need in your diet, like fruits. Sometimes you might need a little bit of milk as well. I'm not saying you do, but it's like a diet like that has variety. It's going to be so much easier to stick to if you have all that stuff in it. Like that's why I keep saying, screw bro dieting. Screw all that clean food that people like those clean bro diet foods like chicken, rice, sweet potato, rice cakes, veggies. Like screw that stuff. Guys back in the day had a very balanced diet. They had all these foods that are in this pyramid in their diet. Nothing was taken out. It wasn't until you got to guys like Schwarzenegger and in that era where they started to just sort of like remove all that stuff, and the bro diet got a little bit more. What's the word? It took a different form. Now it's just like strictly just clean bro diet foods. There's like no fruits and whatnot. Like I don't even see like a guy named Ryuda. Ryuda doesn't even just like. I never see him eat a fruit. I'm like, dude, he just thinks he thinks like eating a multivitamin or taking a multivitamin replaces real food. Like literally, no supplement out there will replace any type of real fresh food ever. Get that through your head. All right. So create something custom for yourself. Stop following ebooks. You need a tailored suit. Make it work for you. Now, if you've seen ebooks like Sadiq's or Jeremy Buendina's, and I've been on the phone with some guys who actually did those ebooks, and I'm like, how'd it go? And they're like, well, it worked out good for a month, and I just fell off. I'm like, here's why. Because guys like Jeremy, guys like Sadiq are on gear. Let's be honest here, right? Everybody knows that. Now, these guys eat a lot more protein than a natural bodybuilder should be eating, all right? Let's be real here. Like, when these bodybuilders follow like a diet that's like 40-40-20, right? 40% carbs, 40% protein, 20% fat. And as a natural bodybuilder, we don't actually need that much protein. All right? So does it make sense for me to follow something that Jeremy, because Jeremy may be on trend, I don't know, Diana Bowl, I don't know, Tess or whatever, but I'm not. All right? So I don't need to follow what he's doing because I'm not taking what he's taking. That's something that Leo Colbert talked about. He's like, why are you following these routines when you're not taking what they're taking? It doesn't make any sense. You need a tailored suit that fits you. It doesn't make sense for me to let you borrow my size suit, my 30-inch pants when you're 34. They won't fit you. It doesn't make any sense. And these ebooks, like the jargon, the bullshit they have in these ebooks, that they're like, yes, you must eat 6 meals per day to be at an optimal range for like losing weight. I'm like, well, hey, my client has 15-hour work days and he can't fit in 6 meals per day. Can we crunch it down to maybe about 3 to 4 meals per day? Yes, we can. It's all about the flexibility. That's why I'm saying his suit won't fit you because you may have a different size or a different need. Just like my client does have right now. Like my client, I had set him up for 6 meals per day, right? And then boom, he hit me with I gotta work 15 hours work days. I need less meals. I'm like, boom, let me get on the phone with you, let me support you, and let's create something that has less meals and more portions that works for you. So you don't have to eat like every freaking hour when you're working, right? That's what I don't like about ebooks. Because they're so like basic, kind of like general. Like dieting and training all has to be custom. It just has to be. It just like if you're smart enough to like now if these are like self-help ebooks like teaching you how to do macros and whatnot. Now that's a little bit more of a different story. But following these basic like 2,500 calorie diets or 3,000 calorie diets. These basic ones just isn't optimal for you. There's way better opportunities out there for you to gain the weight, lose the fat, lose the tummy, and gain size that work a lot better than just following these ebooks. All right. So lastly, create something sustainable. You know, I think, and I get a lot of questions about this. Keto and fasting are more fat loss tools, in my opinion, and just because it's like a lot of the people I've been on the phone with, and I asked them, "What kind of diet are you running?" He's like, "Yeah, I was running keto, and I just kind of fell off from it. Like, I just can't do it." I'm like, "Yep, that's a yo-yo dieting effect. You need something more sustainable." Or it's like when someone does fasting, and like, "Yeah, how did you do with fasting?" They're like, "Yeah, I did fasting for a while, but like, I just got sick from it. I started having really shitty moods and whatnot." I'm like, "Yep, yo-yo dieting effect. Now you fall back into what you were before." Now, if that's like you may want to find something else that's more sustainable and something that actually works for you. And I think keto and fasting, like I said, they're fat loss tools because I think they could be well used for a few months just to drop down the body fat percentage and to sort of like take a few steps in the right direction. But I just imagine eating chicken, bacon, ground beef, turkey, cheese, pork rinds for the rest of your life. All that stuff for the rest of your life, every day. Same thing with fasting. It's like your family's out. You're at church with your family, and everybody wants to eat, and you're like, nope, I can't eat till 2 p.m. today or 4 p.m. today. I'll just watch you guys eat. Like that's kind of painful. Or if you're like at Disneyland, your kids want to split something with you, like split like a milkshake, and you're like, nah, I can't. I can't do it with you. Like I gotta wait till 4 p.m. Like see, that's what I mean. Like there's just way better methods of dieting out there than just keto and fasting. They're good fat loss tools used for a while, and I know some people that use them forever, but I just think it's just kind of torture just because it's like you grew up eating carbs, fats, and proteins, all that balanced stuff, right? And all of a sudden now you're gonna think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna eat chicken, ground beef, butter, pork rinds, bacon for the rest of my life every single day, just fats and proteins. No, that's just not how it's gonna work. Like it doesn't make any sense because you've been conditioned to have all that balanced diet, and all of a sudden now you want to make a super drastic life forever change, thinking I'm gonna do keto for the rest of your life. No, I don't think that's gonna work that great, to be honest. If it works great for you, that's cool. All right, fasting is a little different. Some people stick to fasting a lot easier, but I'm just saying there's better method of dieting out there. So lastly, stop yo-yo dieting. You gotta have some balance. You can always throw in a cookie in your diet, a cookie, a piece of a brownie or a slice of pizza. Something like just to create something sustainable. Like if you feel like if you're following a bro diet, at least throwing a cookie in there too, just to kind of keep you sane. Like eating brown rice, chicken, rice cakes, egg whites, protein shakes every day, and not a single cookie until like 7 days after you've had, 7 days of clean eating, kind of sucks. That's kind of torture. It sounds like a cage instead of a field, right? It sounds like you're caged to a diet. You're a prisoner to your diet, and that's not a sustainable way of dieting. If you feel like you're a prisoner, then you're gonna go insane, right? So lastly, here's the pitch. So if you would like some help, if you want to save some time, if you want to take all the guesswork out, if you want to end the frustration, if you want to end the continuous yo-yo dieting, if you tried all these different methods that didn't work, if you're just too busy to take the time to do the research yourself, if you want a little bit of extra support along the way to finding what works for you, to creating something that works for you, or if you want to just spend the next year or so Google searching, that's totally cool. If you want to spend all the time like doing the research, checking the different websites, plugging these different formulas, doing the math, putting this plan into place to try for 3 months and it not working, or doing this plan for a few months and actually ends up working, but then you fall about a year later. If you want to skip all that stuff and you just want the straight answer, the straight, solution, I can help you out with that. And if you're curious to hear more about creating a solution that works for you and working as a team, then go ahead and click the link in the description and book a free coaching call with me. We can talk about creating something that works for you and working as a team to support you during that whole journey, whether it's wanting to lose the tummy, lose the love handles, gain the weight, gain the size, gain the classic physique, gain the old school physique, or whatever goal it is you're trying to achieve. You want to build more confidence. If you want to, save some time and spend more time with your kids. Because I actually got off the phone with that guy. I'm like, hey, how much more time do you want to spend Google searching all this stuff? How many more times do you want to spend trying out like the 20th routine or the 20th diet that you tried? All right. How much more time do you want to waste that you can actually use spending with your kids? Why not just let me take care of that? Right. And that got him really thinking. He was like, yeah, you're right, dude. I want to just really end the frustration and just stop Google searching all the time and wasting all this time when I can just be with my kids and just losing the weight like that, just having you do all the work, right? Instead of me guessing what works and what doesn't. And I was like, you're right. That's true, man. So what do you want to do? He was like, let's do it. I'm like, cool. Sign him up right there and then. He's doing good right now. So signed him like a few days ago. So we're still trying to create something that works, but I always have a method that works really great anyways. But with that being said, that is the end of today's video. With that being said, again, subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone. Peace.